When I was a boy, I believed that the sea was boundless and indestructible to human pressures. Now I know better.
Or climate change, land-based sources of pollution, habitat loss and degradation, and overfishing.
Most of the world's coral reefs are bleached or dying.
I say it took 1,000,000 years to build and 100 years for man to destroy it.
There are dead zones the size of small states off our coasts.
Everybody says, put it out there. Who cares what happens out there? Let's just get it out of my sight.
Most of the biggest fish have been harvested, and there are places where jellyfish have become the catch of the day. And all at a time when we have to deal with aquaculture, wind and wave energy, even oil and gas exploration that are staking claims in our waters.
And you start taking away somebody's rights and liberties, there's going to be a moment of truth for everybody.
You don't have to know everything to understand that we're headed for big trouble.
They're going to do it, and they're going to take everything.
But I have also learned there's a smarter, more lasting course than the one we're on.
In the small fishing community of Port Orford, Oregon, Aaron Longton and his colleagues are making a living off the sea in what they hope is a lasting way. A way that serves not only the community of Port Orford, but the sea life that sustains them in return. Port Orford's long-term outlook for the waters that feed them is part of a blossoming movement to take better care of the ocean for the good of all. It is a movement of scientists, businesses, farmers, fishermen, governments, and citizens who care for the sea.
And if you rub it the other way, it gets a little bit rough. It feels like sandpaper, right?
At a time when our demands of the ocean are expanding at an unprecedented rate, and the failures of our standard, piecemeal way of managing this life-giving resource are becoming abundantly clear, the time has come for a fresh approach, based on stewardship through cooperation. In 2010, President Barack Obama established the United States' first ever national ocean policy. Its foundation laid during the George W. Bush presidency, the policy now calls for bringing together people from across the societal spectrum to carry out a new, far-sighted strategy for sustaining the country's ocean, coasts, and Great Lakes.
So we have things that happen right here in Iowa that end up affecting folks thousands of miles away, fishermen trying to fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Shipping is extremely important to this economy. We generate about 1 million jobs in California. 1 in 8 jobs in Southern California is associated with the port activity, and then nationwide it's between 3 and 4 million jobs. So I see marine spatial planning as a tool that will help ports delineate the area where traditional maritime uses are going to be protected.
Scientific research.
Do we need it?
We're finally getting it, thanks to our reserve.
If it's not too late.
No, it's not too late.
I said if.
Yes, it's not.